Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends. Once again, we must continue in the path of freedom, preaching this very gospel till we get this final restoration and actualization. We must continue to preach it with every possible way. At each point, the more we drive, the more we get closer home. That's more important. Very, very important. Nnamdi Kanu will be brought to court not far from today. We have to confirm the date. If any of you know the date that you'll be brought to court in April, please do your possible best to write it in the comment section. But the funny thing is that the international bodies have refused to carry on with the judgment. And that will cause more procrastination. That means Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be released anytime soon. Because if the international body is withdrawing or trying to make it look as if the person that are holding doesn't want it. And believe you me, the freedom we seek for is far away. It's far away. That is why whatever we do, whatever we seek, however we do it, there is a great figure of what can be done and what can't be done. That is why whatever we do, we must be very careful. Obviously careful. So that we don't make silly mistakes. So that we don't make silly mistakes. Because this is the very gospel truth that we ought to preach. It is no longer news that the local bodies and whatever bodies are, undermining every part of the struggle. Propagandas are being made, lies are being told. There's a saying that says, "Give a dog a bad name, then kill it." And if we as a people will pretend that what is happening shouldn't be happening, then we are lying to ourselves. That is where that message begins. That very message, that is where it begins. So we must be very careful. Because the person we are talking about is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, nobody else. If we allow what this federal government or what the Southeast governors are trying to do or, bringing in the picture, it's going to destroy so many of us. Nnamdi Kanu should be the gospel, not even stopping it at all. Whoever that is trying to stop it. Because if they succeed to remove that man in the minds of Biafrans, he's gone, and Biafra is gone. Before you get somebody that will get to talk about Biafra with boldness. Forget everybody who is talking about Biafra is just talking about Biafra because there is an Nnamdi Kanu. If he's gone, you'll be surprised that so many of those who are saying about him who ain't talking about him or stop talking about Biafra. It's after 2023. When Garba is no longer there. When that young man they went and brought from Saudi Arabia is no longer there. That is when they will begin to reap what they have sowed. And by that time, everything they have placed in proceedings will begin to make manifest. We are not in for joke. We're not in to say things that are not nice. One message that we have today is that the gospel we spread on daily basis is becoming the becoming. So you who is preaching sit at home. How do we stop it? It is not what you need to face. You need to come out with security. People are dying. People are becoming homeless. People are suffering because of these unknown gunmen who have hijacked the Biafra land in a bid to castigate it on ESN and IPOB. You don't speak nonsense about IPOB. IPOB is the people. Even in that your government house, the person that is feeding you may even be an IPOB. If only want to say it's a family. When we want to talk about something that is indigenous, that means everybody, even the government, is an IPOB. So I don't think, from my own perspective, from my own point of view, sit at home is not the problem. It's not the problem. And it will never be the problem. It will never be the problem. Problem now is how to safeguard Biafra land. Make it a workable place. This is how you can begin to beautify that very governorship you are talking about. We're trying to force people, trying to preach it from today to tomorrow. Every governor have tried it. They say that it's the easy agareba. So Obasanjo is saying it now. That you have to first bring out Nnamdi Kanu first before you talk about stopping Satan. If you bring out, it automatically stops once Nnamdi Kanu is out. Automatically.